This is No Face Bigfoot, and welcome to my Old School Gamer Magazine, issue 22, Unwrapping and Preview. And this issue is dedicated to the racing genre. And of course, this always comes with a poster. And look what we got on the front here. Boom shakalaka. Dun dun dun. Alright. Of course, you get that Mario Kart on there. Anyway, this is what the cover looks like. And then on the back is an advertisement for the iArcades. That's pretty cool. So, in this issue, there's a table of contents right there. And of course, again, this is focusing on the racing genre. So, I was hoping that they had Gran Turismo in this, but evidently not. Here's the iArcade, some updates on some of the ROMs that are available for it. So, that's new. Striker 1945, Shadow Dancer, Space Harrier. Now, that's a good Sega game right there. Alright. Of course, one of the greatest arcade racing games of all time, Outrun. Not only can you beat it, but you can get the nice looking hot lady at the end. And of course they give you the course map, and they show you how far you get at the end of the game. You can get up to 5 stages, and the replaying value is how fast you can beat it and taking the different routes. So let's say you want to get here to the middle C. Well, you don't have to go the same route. You can go right, left, or left, right, left. I mean, however you want to go. Go left twice, go right. And at the end of each stage, you could go, you have a choice of going or and to be careful. And of course, you would get harassed if you was driving real bad. There we go. Right, pit stop. Don't know too much about that game. So again, you can read this for free on their website too. Alright, now here's some old school racing games. Bump and Jump. They used to have this at the Pizza Hut on Jeff Davis. Not Pizza Hut, Pizza Inn. That's INN. And of course they had it with Tron. F-Zero, Road Rash, which is one of the best. You're on a motorcycle, and the object of the game is to bash people upside the head and knock them off their motorcycles. All right, Rave Race 64, Rage Racer, not Ridge, Rage. And then they got Midway's Arcade Treasures, which I believe they talk about maybe games like Arctic Thunder and San Francisco Rush. So, pretty good. Alright, Turbo. This came out in 1982. First time I played it was at Putt Putt. You actually, on Midlothian Turnpike here in Richmond. And they kept the top 5 high scores in there, even though there were no initials or anything. And after you went so far, you only got so many cars after a certain time limit. So the object was to stay alive. And what was crazy about this game is the weather changed, and the scenery changed as you went along. Alright, Interview on Hard Driving. This is one of the first driving arcade simulators, and it was hard too. Crus'n USA, another story on that. Of course, at the end of the game, you got greeted by President Clinton, and they had multiple games, Crus'n World. This one, I believe, ended in Washington, D.C., home of the famous Indian chief, Walking Eagle, because when he walks, he has so much shit in his... Oh, yeah, I can't say that word on here. I might get demonetized. I'm not even monetized. Here's an advertisement. I already got a few of these magazines or books. I have the Atari 2600 Compendium and the ZX Spectrum games, and I'm going to do a review on those, and I also have the Atari 8-bit compendium as well. Alright, Mario Kart The History. Woo-hoo! Of course, one of the greatest racing series in all of video game, of not, of course, it's the greatest kart series. I mean, there's nothing that compares to it. And probably only second to Gran Turismo and possibly Forza is the greatest racing franchise in video game history. Of course, I remember getting 7 for the 3DS, which I still have here in the house. I never had a chance to play 8, but yeah, I played 7 to death, man. I even did online races on it. Did pretty good on there. And those who talk about other Mario Kart games on there and the top games, look at that. Mario Kart 8 has sold 42 million copies. I mean, that's like Grand Theft Auto total almost. And the one for the DS was 23.6 million. Isn't that crazy? And the 6 high was basically 9.69 million, which is insane. So that's crazy. They talk about Simpsons arcade game here on the C64. Don't know too much about that because I really never had a chance to play it that much. They also talk about other games on there, including Pitfall 2 and Rambo. Pitfall 2 was on a lot of systems, and a major improvement to the original Pitfall. And then it talks about the replicates. I believe these are the quarter models. The Asteroids one. Okay, and then the Astro City Mini. So that's pretty cool. And then we got to talk about Game Gear here. Not the system. Not the Sega Game Gear. But look at this. Look at that Tron joystick pad, right? It's like a joystick pad. Look at the controllers there. You had flight controller sticks on this game. And they had 4 different mini games on there. And then there was a 5th game that came out called Disc of Tron, which you could do a sit-down version, which they had a sit-down version up at Fort Meade military base, Army base up near Baltimore. All right. And then they got the Arcadia Retrocade in Fayetteville, Arkansas. Arizona's AZ. So this goes back talks about the Arcadia Retrocade, which is pretty cool. And what I want to do here soon is I'm actually going to do a tour of the arcades here in the Richmond area, in Charlottesville, and possibly the Roanoke Pinball Museum. And also, when I come up there to North Dakota, which may be by the time you're watching this video, I'm going to do a tour of possibly of the one in Steele, which is 40 miles east of Bismarck, which is where that 24-hour gas station is. Okay, Nox Anarchist review. So I know nothing about this game. I've heard of it, but never played it. And it says it's Sword and Sorcery computer RPG inspired by the classic fantasy game Bard's Tale, Wizardry, and the Ultima series. Of course, my age group knows all about Ultima. So that's a long, long series in the making. All right, Once Upon Atari. This talks about where they actually dug up the E.T. cartridges in the desert of New Mexico, which actually was true. I always figured it was true. I mean, it was too good not to be. I mean, it was too good not to be fake. So, yeah, you can see here. You know, I got the caterpillar. Okay. Oh, there we go. E.T. E.T. Phone home. Well, in this case, it was like E.T. Trash dog. And then finally, Pinball Expo 21. This will be in Schaumburg, Illinois, and I will be attending this October 27th through 30th. Ooh, ooh. And finally, the iArcade. Look at that. I already showed you this. But again, you can download ROMs for this. So they do charge you for the ROMs, but you know, who cares? Anyway, I'd like to thank you for watching this video here and taking a short trip down memory lane. And slap that thumbs up button if you haven't done so already. Hit the subscribe button. And if you haven't done so already, leave a comment. Or even say hi in the chat while you're watching this. Anyway, thank you for watching. I'm out. Peace.